Let me first give you an idea about how a firm operates in an economy and where factors of production fit into the bigger picture. The economy consists of millions of people engaged in many activities: buying, selling, working, hiring, manufacturing, and so on. To understand how the economy works, we must find some way to simplify our thinking about all these activities. We need a model that explains in general terms how the economy is organized and how participants in the economy interact with one another. Figure presents a visual model of the economy called a circular flow diagram. In this model, the economy has two types of decision makers: households and firms. Firms, like all our businesses, produce goods and services using inputs such as labor, land, capital, buildings and machines, and entrepreneurship. These inputs are called the factors of production. Households own the factors of production on one hand and consume the goods and services that the firms produce on the other. Correspondingly, there are two types of markets in which the households and firms interact. In the markets for goods and services, households are buyers and firms are sellers. In particular, households buy the output of goods and services that firms produce. In the markets for the factors of production, households are sellers and firms are buyers. In these markets, households provide firms the inputs that the firms use to produce goods and services. The circular flow diagram offers a simple way of organizing all the economic transactions that occur between households and firms in the economy. The inner loop of the circular flow diagram represents the flows of goods and services between households and firms. The households sell the use of their labor, land, and capital to the firms in the markets for the factors of production. The firms then use these factors to produce goods and services, which in turn are sold to households in the markets for goods and services. Hence, the factors of production flow from households to firms, and goods and services flow from firms to households. The outer loop of the circular flow diagram represents the corresponding flow of dollars. The households spend money to buy goods and services from the firms. The firms use some of the revenue from these sales to pay for the factors of production, such as the wages of their workers. What's left is the profit of the firm owners, who themselves are members of households, and profit is the remuneration of their entrepreneurial acumen. Hence, spending on goods and services flows from households to firms, and income in the form of wages, rent, interest, and profit flows from firms to households.